Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer Is Best. I forgot where I left off on the video from yesterday. I think I said I was going to get on this in the morning. Well, had some things happen. One of them, they're good things, but we got to go eat lunch with Tim Dixon from Gas Axe Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee. If you're not familiar with Tim Dixon and the work that he does, doing metal work and stuff, award-winning motorcycle builder, and custom car and truck, whatever. Anyway, he does all my metal work. We ate lunch with him and ran a few errands. Mrs. PIB and I did after we ate lunch with Tim. So it's now afternoon. So I didn't mean to lie to you or whatever. I said I was going to get on this in the morning, but it's now afternoon, probably 1:30 or 2 o'clock. I'm going to do the best I can. I've sprayed, just to refresh your memory, it's a 78 Chevy C10 truck, goes by the name of Billy James, and I have sprayed some more black down through here. I guess you can see it's kind of... Anyway, I'm going to get my sanding sponge, and my wife said it looked better before I done anything, but we'll just see what happens. I can't hurt the truck, and I'm having fun. So, I mean, all I can do is do the best I can. If it don't work out, I just spray it again with white, and I'm back at square one. So, it's no big deal. I'm having fun. Keeps me occupied. I'm not having to leave the house, and if I'm not leaving the house, I'm really not spending money, so that's always a good thing. So, I'm going to get back on this. Oh, by the way, you can visit Tim Dixon at Gas Axe Chop Shop on Facebook. Axe is spelled A-X-E. Just type in Gas Axe Chop Shop. You can see some of the stuff that Tim is working on or has worked on, and a lot of it's my junk. But everybody goes to him for metal work and stuff. Tim's a expert welder and fabricator, master. So that's who everybody goes to, and he's a really good friend of mine. My wife and I really enjoyed eating with him, eating lunch, and it was a lot of fun. So it's been a good day so far. If I can make this look like something, it'll be an even better day. So hang in there, we'll see what it looks like. Sometimes I get mad at myself. I have my little radio out here. I listen to oldies but goodies on the radio, and I was waiting for them to tell the weather for tomorrow, and I get to thinking to myself, I need another sponge, sanding sponge. So I get to digging around for it, and I missed the I missed the whole forecast because I'm crazy. Thought I'd show you what I'm doing. I haven't tried this one yet. As you can see, it's brand new. Let's see what it looks like through here. This is medium. I done this yesterday, if you'll remember, or whenever you're seeing this video. I'm not sure when you're seeing it. I'm trying to make it look patina style, and I'm not sure I'm going to make it look very good, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have and have fun doing it. There's a lot of dust flying around here, so that's to be expected. I'll have to get Tim to fix this spot here, if you're wondering. I don't know why I didn't have him do it before. I guess I forgot to tell him, or I'm not sure. I'm crazy. Sometimes I question my own self. Guess I'm getting old and I can't remember nothing. Anyway, I hope y'all's having a good day. I surely am so far. I'll get my wife when she's not busy. She's in the house doing something. But I'll see what she thinks about this. So far, I don't think she's real happy with what I've done, but like I said, all I got to do is respray it and I'm back to square one. I know one thing, when I get this all the way I like it before I put Pentothal on it, I'm going to have to give this truck a good wash job, because it has got dust all over it, and I have dust all over me too. I don't know about that. I just don't know. Maybe I should just see. I can pretty much take it off. I just sprayed down through here, guys, all down through here, where it kind of comes up like this. I know I've told you that before, but just trying to make it look natural, not made. And there's something about this truck, I just can't seem to get my mojo on this thing. It's been a struggle for me for some strange reason. Not that I'm an expert or anything on anything, but still, just not feeling it. Makes you appreciate a good day, though. If you have a couple of bad days or a bad week, whatever, which I have had, I'm sure everybody has, makes you appreciate a good day when one comes upon you. Might take the biggest part of this off. I'm just not sure just yet. But like I said, y'all might think I'm crazy, and that's okay. Sometimes I think I am too, but I'm just having fun. Can't hurt it. If anything, I'm helping it by putting more paint on and and then taking it back off. So I don't know. You can use the edge of these things too if you didn't know. If you've ever used one before, they're pretty handy, and I like them. Fall of the year, and I sure am dreading winter time. Oh my goodness, that'll be the end of my playing outside. It'll be too cold or rainy. Mostly here in East Tennessee, it's mostly rain. We do get some snow, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 during the season, and but mostly, for the majority of the time, it's just cold and rainy, and everybody gets sick. Not just of the weather, I mean sick from having the flu or whatever's going around at the time. Golly, it's a lot of dust. That looks awful, doesn't it? I'm not sure yet. I'll keep working on it, and I don't mean to waste your time. This phone is getting all dusty, so I'm going to pause here. I'll get back with you in a minute. Guys, I had the boss lady, my wife, Mrs. PIB, come out here. And look at this mess I made. She doesn't like it. I started sanding on this side some, just kind of going down through here. I'll get a little closer so you can see. I'll show you my mistakes. Doesn't matter to me. Might help you in the long run if you ever decide to mess up your car or truck. I love rattle can painting, but sometimes I have to experiment on my own stuff. Most of the time it turns out pretty good, and nobody can tell the difference. But here's my plan. Change of direction totally. 90 degrees, 180, whatever. I'm going to go back and spray this white, and we'll start all over, because I'm not happy with it either. As I was sanding it and talking to y'all, I was thinking, oh my goodness, that looks horrible. And it does. But it's no big deal. I'll go over some of this and paint it white, and we'll see what it looks like here in a minute. Like I said, I don't care to show you my mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert on anything. So I haven't sanded anything on this side. So this should be relatively easy to cover up, or at least most of it. I might leave just a little bit. We'll see what happens. Hang in there, okay?
Mr. PIB, what is this? That was runs. The whole thing was runs.
It wouldn't when I left it.
What are you painting with? Watercolors?
Watercolors, yeah. I don't know what happened, honestly.
That was just one big old drip. Maybe you should just quit playing and go back.
Go back inside?
Go back in.
That might be a good idea. I'll sand that all off and do it again because it's fun.
Do you want me to get you in action?
I gotta wait till that dries.
Work your magic.
I don't know about magic.
You can leave that.
Yeah, I was gonna go over this. Okay.
Everybody needs a boss.
Yeah, I got a good boss.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's better.
Oh, thank you. I wish you'd fire me.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Really, you can't hurt this truck. I'm probably going to make it last another 25, 30 years. I don't know what happened to them runs. I really don't.
No telling.
I'm having a heck of a time with paint lately. Look at that cloud. A lot of sanding going on around here. Oh my goodness, everything's just covered in white. She's doing a great job. Good little helper. Thank you. Okay, this is where I'm at as far as putting patina on it for the moment. I've repainted the truck where I put the black, and just kind of went back with the same theme that I had before. But I did take advantage of some of the black, like in this area. You know, you can kind of see some spots maybe where the black is coming through. That was my whole thing. Little remnants of black, like the paint is thin. This is where that big run was at, and my wife likes that. She said it looks like you kind of run into something. And you know, the truck is what, 40, I don't know, 44, 43, 44 years old, so highly possible. I don't know about that yet, but I got a suspicion it'll be staying. So been making a little bit more patina here and there. I kind of remember this hood had big blotches of black and brown, so I didn't want to bring all that back out. At the beginning, I wanted to, but kind of changed my mind. And so I kind of rubbed a little bit where I knew that there's a whole bunch of spots that I painted over. So kind of going along with this here, and just, you know, where it looks like the paint is thin, I done a little bit up, well, I'll show you. I done a little bit right here. And of course there's some here, you know, where stuff would hit the cowl vents there and the hood. I'm just trying to show you around the truck. Little remnants of black where the paint's thin. I didn't match the other side, but you can see where the paint's thin. And let's see, going around the truck, you know, a little bit of black in here. I might do something with this. I'm not real happy with this. I don't think my wife is either. I got a whole bunch of overspray here and there, so you'll have to excuse me on that. But you know, kind of thin in here. Like I said, you know, all the stuff I do is I'm self-taught. I've learned all this myself. So honestly, I have. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not good at anything. I just like having fun. And these old trucks let me have a lot of fun. And when I quit having fun with them, I guess that'd be the end of me doing this kind of stuff. So there's the tailgate. I think it'll be okay. My wife is anxious to put Penetrol on it, so I'm going to have to kind of wrap this up. And what? Yep, she's listening to me. Okay, I just thought I'd show you where I'm at the moment. See y'all in a bit. Okay, my wife says she likes it just like this. She likes this happy mistake, happy accident, whatever appears to. It looks like something rubbed the fender. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think when we get all done with it, maybe if GM Tim 38 on YouTube has time, I haven't asked him, but I'm hoping if he has some time, maybe this winter or whatever, I might see if he might lower this truck just a little bit more. I mean, a lot of people like it is, and it might not get lowered, but I thought I would ask him. I'd like to have a little bit more attitude with the truck, but that's just me. Show you around the truck real quick after my wife has blown it off here. I kind of like it. I kind of like that little bit of black coming through where it looks like the paint is thin. Made a few little scratches here where it looks like, you know, it's been rubbed up on and like it's been an old shop truck. I'll try to get a little bit closer. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it myself and kind of forgetting about you guys. I might do a little more here. I'm not real. I kind of went over it and made it. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, but I might do something right here. But anyway, here it is. Paint's kind of thin. I'm going to have to wash the truck to make sure I get all the rest of the dust and stuff like that off of it. But this is it, I guess, in a nutshell. Here's what I'm fixing to do next. I'm going to start out with black. I sprayed some where'd I? Oh, here it is. Black flat. Never heard it called black flat before. I've always flat black, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Got me no lid, and I sprayed some black in here. Got my Q-tip. I'm going to go around the places my wife said she sees predominantly black, so I'm going to look for places that I think needs to be touched up with black. You know, real life, scratches, real life, places like this. Of course, I think that might need to be brown. I'm not sure. And I got dust all over me, guys. Have to excuse me. Of course, when you're working it, it's all, if you're not dirty, you're not having fun. So I'm having lots of fun. So I'm going to look for places that need to be black. I'm looking as we walk around the truck. I think I'll make that brown. That's some actual rust in the hood. This old hood's about wore out, guys. It's cracked, as they typically do if you don't keep the hood hinges oiled. They're awful bad about cracking, and this one's no exception, both sides. But it's what I have on the truck now. I might swap hoods later in the game. I think I'll paint that black. Hope y'all don't mind hanging out with me for a minute. We'll see what this looks like. I'm just trying to make it look realistic, and it's hard for me to do with one hand. But see, I can't get in here with nothing else because that's kind of sunk in below the paint. You see, that's a real deal there. So try to darken it up just maybe if I got y'all closer. Sorry, guys. Let's see if we can find some more. I might put a little bit right there. Like I said, I'm not an expert on anything, guys. I just teach my own self. I'm awful good about messing things up on my own. And you know what? I enjoy doing it, or at least I do for now. Been doing this for years and just having fun. Can't mess one up. And if I don't like this color of black on here, all I gotta do is change it to brown, and it will be brown. Looking for some more places. See, I'll scuff this up when I get done. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, scuff it up here in a little while. There's this actual spot. I don't know how much more black paint I have in this. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing. Trying to keep your eyes busy looking at this truck. Like there's a lot going on with it, and there is. I think this might need to be, I don't know, let's see. Like I said, all I got to do is trying to get rid of these bugs, if you're wondering. It's yellow jacket season here in East Tennessee. It seems like in the fall of the year they just follow you around everywhere. Let's see what this looks like here. Trying to keep your eyes busy so you don't focus on one thing on the truck. But I want it to look natural at the same time. So it's kind of a fine line, I guess. You can do too much, which I'm very capable of. My wife said she's noticed it. That if something's on my mind or something's aggravated me or something, that I have a tendency of really going overboard, which I do. If I have something, if I'm thinking about something, you know how you get sometimes listening to the radio, or I listen to oldies but goodies, and maybe you're listening to a song you don't like, but you're too lazy or you're busy like I'm doing right here, and you don't want to change the radio station. For 2 or 3 minutes, I'm I get mad at my own self. Well, why don't you change your radio station, buddy? Like I said, I can always change this to brown. No big deal whatsoever. And when I scuff over it, some of the white will come back through, and that'll be okay, I think. It's all just made up anyway. I don't even know if I'm showing you what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. Whew. I told my wife it seems like I've been working on this thing forever. Forever and ever and ever. Well, I'll put a couple right here, but I think it mostly needs to be brown. No rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason at all. For all you people want me to show you how I'm doing this stuff, you might be regretting it now, right? because I get busy talking. I've always had a problem talking too much. The only time I was quiet, well, I would get quiet in school because my mom and dad didn't hold the correction back very much when it come to schoolwork. I got my rear end tore up, so back in the day, and I kind of think maybe that's what's needed today. Some of this needs to be brown. Anyway, we'll see. I'm looking for some more. Hey, there's a spot. A few spots, I guess. I don't know if I'm showing you or not. Better do the outside first, hadn't I? When this dries real good, I'll get my sponge and go over it and kind of scuff it up a little bit. I'm trying to bring out imperfections. I really like imperfections. Evidently my wife does too, and she married me, so pretty sad when you laugh at your own stuff, but awful proud to have her. Boy, I got a lot of overspray on stuff, but it's going to take me a while to get off. There's a spot before this paint dries up. And like I said, if I don't like that, I can change it to brown. No biggie. That's a real deal there. I'm looking for real deals, if that makes any sense. Real deal. After a while, the Q-tip starts getting kind of sticky. With, you know, the paint kind of drying. It's still wet, but, you know, kind of drying too. And I try to use that at an advantage for me. So I just kind of roll it. If that makes any sense. Like this, I'll just show you. Just kind of roll it. It's kind of random. No big deal. Boy, these yellow jackets, can you see him in there? They aggravate me to death out here in the fall of the year. Here comes my friend Mr. Mailman. I'm sure with some more bills. So that's always good, isn't it? Let's see what we got here. Hope y'all don't mind this. If I'm boring you, why, I guess just fast forward or go on to someone else's video. But I have so many people say, why don't you show us what you're doing? Show us what you're doing. So here you go. Just kind of random. Not every place gets a little bit of black or brown paint. Just some of it. Like I said, this old truck's been painted once before, so probably what's saved the majority of the truck. I think that'll look pretty good once I get to the point where I'm letting this dry. When it dries, and I can, you know, sand it just a little bit. I like imperfections. I'm not perfect either, so The driver and the truck match perfectly. Boy, sometimes I think about, of course I'm kind of a nut anyway. Most people that know me well will say so. But I get to thinking, boy, if these old cars and trucks could talk, the stories they could tell. Wouldn't you like to go back and hear some of the conversations that were said? Like that 62 Impala I had, I would love to hear. That 62 Impala, in case you wondering, the name of the car is Waddy. Recently sold it, and I get to thinking about that car sometimes, and I miss it. But it brought a lot of pleasure to me and my family. It's always been in my family since it was new in 62. But it was time for it to go to a new home. But anyway, I'd like to relive some of them conversations that my grandparents and my parents and myself and siblings and cousins and all had in that car when we were going fishing and stuff. And boy, if you could just go back in time and turn up the amp on the microphone on the car or truck that maybe you're partial to and could hear the conversations again, wouldn't that be awesome? I know I said a lot of dumb things, I'm sure. But I think about things like that sometimes. Like this old truck here. Even though it's took 7 trucks to make this one. 7 trucks. The conversations that's probably been said in the cab of this old truck. I'd like to go back and start out in the year 1978. The year this truck was born, and hear some of the conversations, people griping about gas prices, and oh, that would be pretty funny. Talking about it maybe being $1 a gallon or something. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm going to get a little bit of brown now. Let me hit this just a little. I keep looking, and every time I think I'm done, I'm just trying to highlight maybe where it looks like it hasn't been painted like it's the original paint. See, if I don't cover it up, it's going to look like it has been painted, and I'm trying to get away from that. It's kind of a fine line, guys. Like I said, but I'm a nut. Anyway, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I don't mean to make my videos real long, so I think I'm going to a little bit more black in here. I'm going to look around and see what else I can come up with here. And you know what? I'll get back with y'all in a minute, because golly, I've been talking a long time. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Well, guys, I've realized I'm making this video really long, and I don't mean to do that. I sprayed some brown in this plastic lid here. Turned my Q-tip over and started using brown. And I'll just show you what I've done. I haven't scuffed it yet. I'm letting this stuff dry. I know it looks bad. I know it looks bad. But I'm trying to point out, stupid yellow jackets. I'm trying to point out all the imperfections in the truck and take advantage of it. I did not put much here because I'd like for Tim Dixon sometime at Gas Axe to cut that out and put me a piece of metal in there. So I didn't see no need in wasting time on that. But this is what I got done. Guess I can get a little bit closer. When it dries, I'll scuff it up. Some of it will just look like a black primer. Some of it will look like a surface rust. I don't know that I'm done yet. The more I look, the more I want to do, but keep in mind that I have a tendency of going overboard on everything, I guess. Walk around here to the front, put some places here. Here comes my plane. Thought I was going to go the whole day without it, but nope. In here, a little bit here. He's right up through there, through the trees. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he always flies over the house. I guess they said, somebody must have called him and said I'm making a video, so jumped in the plane and drove, flew over here. But this is it. This is these little clips I painted brown again, rust colored, because there's supposed to be the rest of this trim goes here. But until then, it is what it is. All the imperfections I can find. This is real deal stuff here, and I like that. I gotta tell you, I've been doing this for a long time, guys, and I didn't realize how late it was. I noticed the sun going away and it's starting to get somewhat dark. So put some along the edge, you know, where just like it's a shop truck around the, what is it, pocket, stake pockets, I guess. Just a little bit here and there. Every time I seen a scratch or a place, I try to dab just a little in there. Oh, this is those two little indentations. They're real small. I can't even hardly see them. I can feel this one, but I thought there was two, so I just put that there. I'll scuff that up where it looks like, you know, I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody. If somebody else ever wants to buy this truck, they'll know exactly what I've done to it, and maybe they can straighten up my mistakes. But I just like doing this kind of stuff. Like I said, so I'm going to do a little bit of scuffing. I think it's kind of dry now, so I'm going to do a little bit of scuffing and see what I can come up with. So hang in there. Well, I'm going to end the video here as soon as I show you what I've got done, where I've stopped at, and if you can, let me know what you think in the comments. I think I'm kind of like pretty much done. I've messed it up just about as much as I can. No, seriously, all jokes aside, I like it. I might have went too much on places, but I keep telling myself it's a shop truck. Jimmy, it's a shop truck. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to have imperfections. I got to go a couple of places. I have to get my sanding brick on that. Sponge, sorry. I've got all these places darkened up. I think it'll look decent once I get some penetrol on it. You know, I tried to bring out all the imperfections. I'm not trying to hide nothing, and my wife likes this, so her vote counts. So I'm just going to leave it. She said it looks like something has skinned it up, and it does. I mean, it's fun. No big deal. None of my stuff I've ever worked on is going to Barrett Jackson or Mecum auctions or anything like that. I'm just having fun. An old man having fun with some old trucks. So, like I said, I brought out, this is the real deal stuff here. I brought it out, kind of scuffed it up. I probably could do a little bit better, but as I said, well, I don't know if I told you, but it's getting late in the day. Kind of hit a few places in here that had some real deal things going on in it. Probably nobody ever see it anyway, but oh, here's that rust, the real deal rust bubbling up there. And these hoods are notorious for that. And like I said, this, I don't know, haven't done my math, but this truck's 44, 45 years old. If my math is right. That's probably not. But I just thought I'd show you the clouding up. It's getting late. It's going to be dark soon. And so I'm going to call it a day. Man, this thing is so dusty. I'm dusty. Dang, I forgot to scuff that up. Well, I'll do that here in a minute after I end the video. But there's a million things. Let me know what y'all think. Picture that being scuffed up with a sanding sponge. I just picture if this truck has been used, you know, it's going to have some places, you know, like, you know, I painted the bed, look how I made it look, you know, I think it kind of matches, you know. It's probably not my best work, but hey, 'tis what it is. Honestly, I think I've done better on other trucks in the past, but you know, some days you got your mojo on, some days you don't. And you know, but you know, I kind of like it. Like I said, it might be a little bit too much, but I'm at the point, you know, I think I'm kind of happy with it compared to when I when I started the video. It looked pretty horrible, didn't it? I'm just trying to make it look like it's the original paint, or you know, close to it. I mean, of course, we all know it's not. Fenders and doors is off of another truck that I bought in another county that was on Facebook Marketplace. The hood's from a junkyard truck. The bed is from a wreck truck that I bought. The insides are from the wreck truck that I bought. You know, I had to get new bumpers and, you know, come up with a grill, and, you know, it's all just pieced together. Everything on this truck is just pieced together. So before you pass judgment on me, just remember that. That's what I keep that's what I keep telling myself. I don't know. Anyway, Billy James is there's still a lot of things I got to do to it, and you know, hopefully it'll turn out looking somewhat decent. And I hope that you will agree with me. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching the video. If you have an old truck or an old car that you are working on, or have, or just traded for, or thinking about getting your thinking about trading yours for something, you know, just whatever your situation is, if you'd if you'd make a video about 2 to 3 minutes long and send it to me, I'll be happy to put it on my YouTube channel for you. It's called PIBs. That stands for Primer is Best. That's what you're watching, Primer is Best. I'll be happy to put it on there. PIB Subscriber Rides. It doesn't have to be a Chevy. It can be a Ford. It can be a Mercury. It can be a Dodge truck. You know, everybody has different opinions on their dream truck or dream car. I'm no exception. Anyway, send me a video 2 or 3 minutes long. If it needs to be longer than that, stop the video, because sometimes it says file is too big. You can't send it. 2 or 3 minutes. Start another video from where you left off, and my wife can piece it together and make one video. Turn your phone this way, not up and down. If you turn it this way to have a full screen, it'll look good. Also, please, no music and no foul language. I sure would appreciate that if you would respect me on that, please. And also, if you're looking for an old car part or truck part that you're having trouble finding, or you're trying to sell something, an old car or an old truck part, I have PIB's Swap and Shop. Or if you have an old truck or an old car that you're wanting to sell, or one you're looking for, again, make a 2 or 3 minute video, send it to me. I'll be happy to put it on my YouTube channel. You can send videos to me by going to primeridisbest@comcast.net. primeridisbest@comcast.net, or Instagram Messenger Primered is Best, or Facebook Messenger Primered is Best. And my wife is trying to get used to something called Dropbox. I'm not savvy on all that kind of stuff. I'm just hanging out with her and trying to look smart. So yeah, here comes my plane again. So if you have something that, you know, maybe we can help one another out, that would be great. Old car or an old truck that you'd like for us to look at, or you're looking for something, or you're trying to sell your old car or an old truck. Maybe you found something else that you'd rather have, or you've had this one for a long time and you're wanting to you're wanting a GMC or just whatever your case is. Just send me a video. We'll try to put it on there. I'll put them on in the order that I get them, guys. So if you send a video and you don't see it for a day or two, that means there's somebody ahead of you. I put them on just in the order that I receive them. I try to be fair about everything. There goes my plane. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You're watching Priming is Best. As I said, please like and subscribe. And I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. If you'd like to check that out, you might find some vehicles on there kind of interesting. I occasionally put stuff up on there as well. And Priming is Best Instagram, Priming is Best Facebook, and Instagram Man on a Budget. I have 2 YouTube channels. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about old Billy James here. It's rough and ready, isn't it? Y'all have a blessed day. The Lord's in charge, and it's been a beautiful day today, and I'm so glad to be alive, and I'm so glad to have you watching my videos. God bless y'all. See you later.